4Gs, yeah. 4Gs, let's go. 4Gs, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. 4Gs, yeah. 4Gs, let's go. 4Gs, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. We got Shot, Dot, Malcolm, Chris the King, plus the Doc. You know that's like 4Gs. Sports Mind. Real world, real problems, real news, real sports. We gon' let you know right here on 4Gs. 4Gs.
Man, welcome to another 4Gs Sports Podcast. All right. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and we're going to be good because you'll know everything about us, all right? Let's just get into it. This episode is brought to you by My Cozy Creations and Daphne Cozy, all right? I'm the OG. Okay,
you know what it is? You got the doc because somebody missed you.
But go ahead. Yeah, we're not going to even talk. Just go ahead and show you. I know you got something over there you want to put the screen. Go ahead.
Oh. Well, we got this.
Yeah.
But I think maybe you're talking about that. Is that what that?
Yeah.
Or at this moment, it's 3-1.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get in. All right. Let's put it this way. Do you want to go ahead and start with your trivia before we get into your sons, or you want to get into your sons first and then go into your trivia? This is your show. It's all about you and the sons, so you decide.
Let's get into the trivia first. That way we can, really have robust conversation.
All right. So you know what time it is. I'm not going to say it no more because you should know now that he has his own music. So it's time.
We got theme songs now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. So, as usual, the first trivia question is the one from the last episode. So you can answer on Air OG if you'd like. That one is, what is the only city to win in the 3 major sports championships in the same year? Against football, basketball, baseball, right? The options were A, Detroit, B, Dallas, C, Los Angeles, D, New York. And I believe you had E, none of the above at some point.
Yeah, because I'm really trying to think. We know it's not Detroit because the Lions haven't won anything.
Is it?
Is it Detroit? No.
Might it be? It is.
It's Detroit?
It's Detroit. The Lions won before it was ever the Super Bowl era.
Okay, see?
That's where it's in the word. Major sports championship, right? So, it was Lions. Of course, you have the Tigers, and you have Pistons.
And what year was this?
I'll have to go back to my notes. I didn't write it down actually, but I think it was in like the early 50s.
Oh, okay. Well, see, we should start having sports trivia.
Yeah, little extra.
Not before the 70s, because come on.
Because who cares, right?
Right. But, okay, so D-Town is the only major city.
All in the same year.
All the same year, they had 3 sports teams win the championship. All right, D-Town. And speaking of D-Town, I'm in D-Town.
Well,
so look, now I
we didn't even plan it.
I didn't. This is okay. All right. So what we got this week?
So this week, as you know, don't answer. That's for everybody to answer during the live premiere. Again, you answer in the live premiere correctly, then get you some swag, right? And you see, we got the hotness now, man. I'm telling you. So what NFL quarterback is great-grandson of Brigham Young? Is it A, Tom Brady, B, Steve Young, C, Vince Young, or D, Joe Montana? Y'all know? Let us know. Give us an answer.
Wow.
Get you some gear.
If I was in Vegas, I'm putting a lot of money on a certain answer just because, but I'm not.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off air.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, hit me with it.
All right, Doc. 3-1.
3-1.
You beat my Lakers 4-2. Then you go to the semi-conference round and sweep the Denver Nuggets. First 2 games in Phoenix with the Clippers, it looked like you guys were unstoppable.
In control.
Then all of a sudden, you go to LA and lay an egg.
Flat.
But come back game 4 to get and all the games have been close except game 3.
Yeah. Correct.
I have to say, this might be it. This could be the year Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns
kind of break through a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of questions as a Suns fan. I just want to ask you.
Sure. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna let you brag and boast about why your team is going to win, and I want your predictions for the finals too. Okay.
Yep.
Who would you guys rather prefer to meet in the finals, the Hawks or Milwaukee? And
yeah, that's a good question.
Before you answer that, would you rather? I know every fan wants them to win at home, but would you rather for them to win in Phoenix? So that means they're going to have to lose one game? Yeah, maybe one game.
Yeah.
Or are you looking? It doesn't matter. Just get it done. So, floor is yours. I'm sitting back and I want to enjoy your answers.
So who do we want from the East? That's a good question. I think I'm kind of the mindset that now that Brooklyn's out, we need to be real about a couple of things. Had the Lakers not been injured, they were one of the top teams of the West, obviously. So that roadblock is out of the way. Brooklyn, those 3 dynamos, it almost doesn't even matter who they had around them, but then you have a resurging Blake Griffin and, a supporting cast. That roadblock's out of the way. Right. Who do we want, Atlanta or Milwaukee? I tend to, this is no disrespect to either team, really.
Oh, yeah, no disrespect, but it's about matchup, so.
Yeah, it is. And that's why I tend to lean Atlanta. Because I think what they would do is they would put the lengthy Mikal Bridges on Trae Young and try to make it a little more difficult for him. And I don't think, especially the way DeAndre Ayton is playing in the playoffs, I don't think Atlanta has an answer for him at all. Ayton's in his bag right now, and he's gonna get the bag.
As someone said eloquently after game 3. Game 4. Yes.
Yeah, they are, and they're getting him his, and he's doing it himself. Last night, his line was 19 points, 22 rebounds, 4 blocks, 3 assists. He's playing like the big man we would hope he would be when they drafted him number 1 overall in 2018. So I tend to lean Atlanta because of matchup. But of course that's Trae's gonna get his.
Right.
That's no disrespect for him. And would we want to finish at home? My whole thing is, as nice as it would be to especially for Suns fans that ain't never raised the banner, to end it at home would be awesome. But my outlook on when we're talking about sports is hey, look, man, if you end it there, you end it there. Whatever, just get it done. Because I don't want to. You're messing with fire if you're trying to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. I get it. You just
the basketball gods don't look kindly upon that.
Right. You just do what they tell you to do and get it over with. Okay. Let's flip that and say you do end up with one more.
Okay.
How do you see that? Okay, let's go back to Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
How do you see that series going? How many games? And the same for Milwaukee.
So I think they woke a sleeping giant up when Trae Young went for 48 in the game one and snuck a victory out. I don't think Atlanta wins another game in that series. I think Giannis is too much for that team to handle.
Yeah.
And man, if that dude ever gets a jump shot, the NBA is in trouble.
Or Lawrence at the plate. Go ahead, because I have another question I want to ask you about.
You want to add to that, right? Yeah.
Right,
so
right.
If he gets a jump shot and a free throw, I think the league's in trouble. But go ahead.
What is going on? There is no low post games anymore.
There isn't. It's interesting because they were talking about that on the telecast last night too. I think it was Mark Jackson who said when games are getting sideways, back in the day, you would throw it in the post and get your hoop. Right? Nobody plays with their back to the basket anymore. Booker is okay at it on the Suns. If he gets a smaller guy on him, he'll put him, back to the basket and get in there. But you would think, it's a new big man game. Like Ayton plays a little more like probably David Robinson. People want to compare him to Hakeem, but I think he plays a little more like David Robinson did.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, right now it's working. The Clippers are a decent matchup, top to bottom. I don't think now that Ayton is going crazy, I don't know that they're going to have an answer to that, especially coming back to Phoenix. And Booker ditched the mask. He even came out and said, "I don't care. I'll have surgery in the off season. I don't think he's wearing the mask again." So that tells me Game 5 he's going to come out. He needs to prove. I'm sure that he can beat Pat Bev because Bev is just a pest. It's one of those guys that he's in the league because he's a pest. He's pesty and annoying, right? But, he's there to get under your skin, and it works. Yeah. I'm not. All respect because it works. He is a tenacious defender. Of course, I'm biased, so I think he gets away with a little more than probably he should. But I think that with a grain of salt. I'm a Suns fan. Obviously, I think he gets away with it, but it's just a good matchup. The problem is, I think unfortunately Paul George is pressing a little bit now because I'm sure on some level he feels his legacy is on the line, right? Especially when you're breaking free throws at the end.
Not once, but in 2 different games.
But I have a question about the Clippers for you.
Go ahead.
Because I've taken a little, I would say like a side straw poll on my own. When I talk to Lakers fans, I get an interesting answer to this question every time. And it's who do you root for as Lakers fans in this series, Clippers or Suns?
Suns.
Yeah, see, and that's the one dude. I was asking him at the barbershop yesterday. He's from LA, super Lakers fans, inked up, tatted LA, all that. I said, so are you going LA? He's like, oh, bleep, no, you know what I mean? He's like, nah, they're fakers. We don't. If you're a Lakers fan, what'd he say? He said they shouldn't even be in the Staples Center.
Right.
I was like, dang.
Okay, let me explain like this. Laker fans see Clipper fans as little brothers. So you never get our respect until you do something on your own. So when he said get your own building, we do mean that. You need to get your own arena, separate your fans from our fans, and then do something. Get to the playoffs. Don't get swept after having a 3-1 lead and you still lose the series. But you want our respect and you want us to cheer for you. No, we don't cheer for that.
Yeah.
But there's you see what I'm saying? There's no way we can do it.
Yeah, Lakers just ain't built like that. And I didn't realize, he said something to me that obviously I didn't realize it because I'm not a fan of the Lakers or the LA teams, that he said, they're in the Staples Center, they play their games, their home games, and they cover our banners.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know that. That was a thing
that was an agreement that they said.
Yeah,
They was like,
oh man,
we can't come in here and y'all banners are showing. You know, everybody's banners are up. Well, we was like, if you win one, you can put it up there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sparks got theirs.
Yeah.
So you can't get mad at us. We don't put conference, the divisions. If it's not a championship or jersey,
you don't even hang it.
Right. We don't. Yeah. So, you know, you come in. So that's why we're like, hey, Clippers, whatever. I did have another question for you, and I want you to think about this.
Okay.
I heard this, and I'm gonna say Stephen A. Smith said this.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard it. He said, your boy Booker is the next Kobe Bryant. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna let you think about that. I'm not gonna say anything. I just want you to answer. I
have heard that. I think what's wrong with, for me, it's like this. It's like, keep talking about the next person. My whole thing is, let him be the next Devin Booker. Don't, because Kobe's his own player. You know what I mean? Kobe wasn't the next Michael Jordan. Kobe was the next Kobe Bean Bryant.
Right.
MJ wasn't the next Dr. J. He was Michael Air Jordan. LeBron isn't the next Magic or Mike. He's LeBron King James. So I would just prefer, I think it's more complimentary of what Booker can be and what his legacy could be, to not put him as the next this person, but let him be, he's Devin Booker, you know, and he's D-Book. And because people don't realize, like, the Suns fan base has been, you see how rabid we are here now.
Oh.
The Phoenix is a basketball town. Point blank, period. If all of our teams were doing well at the same time, which they are not, it would still be Phoenix Suns #1 love for the Valley.
Wow.
100%.
Over the Cardinals?
Over the Cardinals, 100%. 100%.
Okay.
We're despite what the belief might be, especially considering the last 11 years, this is a basketball town. We get pumped for the Suns. So I would say, and this is going to be crazy, I know I'm probably going to catch hell from fellow Phoenix fans for saying this, but I'm telling you right now, if Book stays with the Suns and he finds a way to put a banner up, he's going to surpass even the great Larry Fitzgerald in this valley in terms of status. Yeah, I'm telling you, if he hangs a banner in that arena, he's going to go down as the greatest Sun of all time. As long as he stays. I mean, because I think he's already come out and talked about how much he loves Phoenix. No matter what all these rumors in the back say, if you really do the research, he's never once said he's going to leave Phoenix, ever. Not even alluded to it. He's been more like Dame Lillard. And if he has the opportunity to hang a banner, I don't think he's going to leave. He's going to get the Supermax anyway.
Right.
So he could go down as, you know, the greatest Sun ever and one of the greatest athletes of Arizona sports. Because the one thing about Book, and the reason I bring Fitz up, is this is the first time in basketball that we have a home drafted, like, we drafted this guy and he became who he is. Like Fitzgerald, you know? We had Barkley, but that was through trades, you know? Steve Nash, we drafted, he left, he came back. We haven't had that one guy we drafted and it became something great.
That's right, because Kevin Johnson wasn't even drafted by you guys.
No,
right?
we traded Cleveland. Yeah. We traded Cleveland for him.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
okay.
He was a backup point guard in Cleveland and we made a trade and got him.
Okay. Right.
Dan Marley isn't like, he won't be on that status. You know what I mean? Like, he's got some status here, but this is a different level. We're talking...
This is superstar status.
Right. Booker's rising to superstardom.
Yeah, this is... I can't go nowhere in the city without somebody recognizing me and I'm getting everything free. Yeah, I trust me, we understand. Laker fans know what that means. Yeah,
we know all about that.
Yeah, yes. we have the Prince and King of LA, so we understand. We understand what that means.
Yep.
Okay. So your predictions, let's just, I know you would love to see Atlanta, but we both kind of know you're going to have to deal with Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to even tell you to break that series down. What do you think? How long do you think that series should go?
I think if it's looking the way it's panning out, Phoenix, Milwaukee, I am going to say Suns in 7, but not because I'm a Suns fan, but because Suns have home court advantage. And I think that's what's going to be the difference in this series.
Okay. So let's just be fair, because I stay in Atlanta and I don't want my Atlanta friends to be mad at me.
Yeah, don't do that.
Let's say Atlanta comes back and wins this series. How do you see that series going?
Less than 7. Yeah. I mean, I know. I might go out on a limb. I might go out on a limb and say 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna make sure we keep this part of the segment.
We'll run it back.
So,
and if I gotta eat my words, I eat my words.
No. All we gonna do is just say, remember, Doc, you said this for this series. We'll play it. It pans out. I mean, that's what sports fans do.
Isn't that the great thing about this, though?
Right. Because you understand, like, you say 5, it went 6. Do you really say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about? No, you go, okay.
Yeah, they still pulled it out.
Right. It's done, but I get you.
Because you never know. Who would have thought we were going to sweep the MVP, even without Jamal Murray? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna sit here and be the first. I will raise my hand and say, I didn't see that coming.
No, not a sweep, bro. Not even as a Suns fan. We didn't even consider it until Game 3.
Yeah, I was like this.
And it was like, oh, we could actually do this.
I said, there's no way they're going to go to... I said, okay, they're shooting lights out because they're hot in Phoenix. I get it. But you ain't go to Denver. That's a different altitude. That's a different mindset.
Yeah.
And I got to give it to you. Y'all went through there and... like
just handle it.
Like a knife through hot butter. It didn't even bother you. I was like, okay, y'all might be the team to beat this year. When I saw that, I was like,
it could happen. And I would, other than being a Suns fan, obviously, but I'd like to see Chris Paul get a ring before, he hangs it up. I mean, he's been a consummate professional. He's one of the best point guards of all time. I'd even put him in top 5, top 4 point guards all time. Yeah.
At point?
At point guard? Yeah, top 5.
You got Magic.
Well, yeah, Magic's number 1.
Magic. Isaiah. Zeke. You saying better than Gary Payton?
Yes.
Okay. Better than Steve Nash?
So I was wondering if you were going to go here. So I'm going to answer this question. The best way I can as a Suns fan. He is a better overall point guard all time than Steve Nash, and I'll get into why. He's not yet a better Phoenix Sun.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. I know exactly what you mean by that.
And I'd say he's better all time because I love Steve Nash, but Chris Paul plays defense, and he plays it well.
Okay.
4 times he led the league in steals. 4 times. You know what I mean?
Can't argue with that, my brother. So, is there anything else Sun fans need to say? As a Suns fan, at this point, I'm gonna let you close out the show. You let me know when you let me do my shout out now.
Yeah, do it.
And then the rest is you. All right. Let me just give a shout out to everyone that watched the episode. I'm giving a shout out to all my Suns fans. Good luck. Being honest from a Lakers fan. And let's just see what y'all do. Get rid of the Clippers first, because you'll be doing us a favor. So get rid of the Clippers. You can put that sign back up. Beat LA, because we know who it's for. And now, Doc, the floor is yours, and you end the show.
I'll tell you what. I want to shout out all those Suns fans, really, because I've been to 3. The wife and I have been to 3 games this playoffs, 1 each series, and that place, the fans are just rocking it. You look across I'll share a video with you, OG. But if you look across the stadium, it's really nothing but purple and orange. You don't see a whole lot of the opposing team's fans. And I implore all of us fans also to stay classy though, man. You don't want to get yourself caught up in the hoopla of that the Suns and 4 guy, even though it's self-defense, that caused a whole stir of people wanting to be mouthy. I think just stay classy. Let's enjoy the winning right now while it's here. Look, at this point when this recording is happening, 5 more wins and we're champs. 5 more. We haven't been able to say that since 93, bro. 93. We could be heading to the finals for the first time since 1993. Let's enjoy the ride. Stay hydrated, because I know some of y'all are going out to the arena watching these games outside. Hot. 118 out here. Drunk. Hot. Beer is not hydration. Drink water.
Say that again. Say that one more time.
Beer is not hydration. Drink water. At least between beers. And go Suns, man. Enjoy the ride. Let's get this. Let's finally hang a daggone banner. Because we hear excuses too. Yeah, we are going through. There's been a lot of injuries, but hey, you still have to win these games. These are all still professionals. That's the way I see that. And let's get it.
All right. Well, look. Before we get out of here, I will say this: when you guys make it to the finals, I know you're going to a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be your show, so we need you take as much footage as you can.
Okay.
Because I want to put together a final show from a fan's point of view.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
So you will work on the clips, try to put them all together. Even if it's after the finals, we'll figure it out. Okay. But I think we're going to do a show, and I want you to kind of narrate it, but I just want people to feel. Because I don't think people realize, you said, Arizona is alive Phoenix is alive right now.
Alive.
And you hear it on TV, but I want them to feel it, especially for the finals. So we'll work that out. But Doc,
I'll tell you what.
I'll
do you one better. We make it, and if the closeout game is a home game, that's the one we'll be at.
Oh. All right.
And I'll videotape. I'll get all the footage. I mean, if we're lucky enough to be there for the closeout when the confetti's falling, we'll get all that.
All right.
The trophy, everything.
And we're working on something special. So,
all right.
Everything falls into tuition. We may have a first-hand account of how everything went for the playoffs. All right.
Exciting. Hey, one last prediction. Prediction.
Yes.
The Suns do finish this off and take it all the way. D Book Finals MVP.
All right. D Booker over CP3 is the MVP of the finals.
D Book over CP3 and Ayton will be the finals MVP.
All right. We got it locked down.
There it is.
We will play all of this before the finals so we can see how your predictions come out.
All right.
So, once again, hey, 4G Nation, this is how we do. If your team is doing it, we got to give props. We got to. And we have not forgotten the Man Cave episodes. That's coming back. Trust me. So, you want to be considered for all of that? Hit us up, 4G Sports, sports with the Z at the end, .com at Gmail. Sports Mom will get all your information. We'll work it out, all right? All right, 4Gs. We out.